Alright guys, here we go. This is TJM Voyager. Yes, I am live. How about this, folks? Let's see if we can actually get this to work tonight, shall we? Okay, so I just got this mount. It's a Belkin mount dashboard. And you really gotta so it's locked. There we go. I'm gonna make sure this is working. We are now gonna check it. All right, so let's see here, folks. Let's go here, and we're gonna actually, I'm gonna go for a cruise. I'm gonna show you around in the car. That's what we're gonna do. Finally, I was able to get this to work. Okay, let's see here. Well, that's not what I wanted to do, so I'm gonna have to actually do this again. Because for some reason, I'm gonna have to unmount this thing again. Okay, we're gonna have to go here. For some reason. All right. Come on, switch the camera. All right, there we go. All right. So now we're switched to a frontal view. The problem is this phone won't stick. So my initial review of this thing is, it's I don't know. I know as soon as I drive. I know as soon as I drive, it's going to. All right, let's see what happens when I drive. It's probably gonna fall. So just be prepared, folks. I'm gonna roll the windows up about halfway. All right, here we go. Let's go for a ride. I won't be least bit surprised if this thing falls. Because that's what it's doing. See, it just fell. It just fell. It's too tight. It's not a very good device at all. Not a very good device at all. Not a very good device at all. In fact, I think it's a piece of junk, if you ask me. It doesn't even stick. I had a hell of a time getting the 3M shit off. I'm gonna have to double park. Because as soon as I drive, as soon as I hit a bump, it's going to fly all over the place. It won't even stick. It won't stick. Look at this. What a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit, folks. Don't waste your money on this crap. It won't even stick. I need something that works. This is not going to work. Only thing I can think of doing is, because I know it's going to fall off. There's no doubt about it. As soon as I hit a bump or anything, wham, there it goes. See? It's not gonna work. I want my money back. I want my money back on this shit. I want my money back. I can't use it. All right, well, I'll be back. I'm gonna give it one more try. I'm gonna clean this thing. I'll be right back. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe the surfaces of these right now. I'm wiping the surface of the part it sticks and the part on the mount, because quite honestly, this stuff isn't sticking at all. This is going to be the last resort, because if this does not work, I'm taking it back. Definitely get my money back. Okay. So, I cleaned it. We're going to put that there. And I'm going to give this one more shot. Yeah, this is not going to work. There's no way in hell. The thing of it is, this is supposed to connect to any surface, they say. The problem is, see, it's just not gonna work, dude. It's not gonna work. Okay, so it's locked. It's locked right now. Okay. I'm gonna give this one more. I'm really trying to get this to work. It's the Belkin car mount. I just got it from Staples. And right now we're testing the car mount in my car. It's supposed to stick to anything. what I did, because it kept falling. Okay, so we're gonna give it one more try. We're gonna give it one more try. And I swear, if this thing falls, it's going back. Because I'm not gonna get myself into an accident if it doesn't hold. But we're gonna see how good. Since there's copyright on YouTube, I don't think we're gonna really really don't think anything is really gonna happen with that. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I won't be playing any music, but we're pretty much going to alrighty. So far it's holding for now. But if it falls one time, I'm taking this thing back and I'm going to give me something else. So, welcome to Saturday night. We're going to take a cruise downtown Riverside. I just got this car mount, and we're going to see how good this thing works. This is an open box review of the car mount, and we're gonna go for a ride. Okay. We got a full tank of gas. Oh, I need to put my headlights on. That would help. Oh, as I get pulled over by the police, they're gonna be like, "What the hell? Your headlights are not on." Big mistake. Okay, so here we go. So we're on our way to downtown Riverside. We just went around the block and near my house. So, welcome to my stream, folks. This is TGM Voyager, or known as One-Eyed Gamer Dude 2K. I do have a Twitch channel. Be sure to check that out as well. That's my gaming channel. This here's TGM Voyager on YouTube, which is dedicated to my father that passed away February 3rd, and I'm going to keep it as that name. So, yeah. The store right there, there's Staples right there ahead of me. That's the store I bought this from. It's right there, as you can see, right around the corner, around to the left. So, and the guy behind me does not have his headlights on, so I don't have any idea if he's going to run into me or not. Come on, dude, turn on your fucking headlights. They're gonna fucking rear end me. Okay. Alright. So far, the mount's holding up pretty well. I am quite surprised, really. And now we're hitting the, this is Magnolia. This is what we used to call the Strip. Back in the 80s and 90s, this used to be the cruising street. Nowadays, you just don't see it. You just don't see the cruising anymore. You just don't see it. It's, you know, it sucks. It's really sad because one way, if you go up one way up the street, it up through Tyler. And this way, it's a lawn strip. Used to have the lowriders with loud music and stuff. And like I said, I got a nice system in this car. But it really isn't going to do any good because, you know, it would get, you know, I would probably get copyrighted. But this is just basically cruising downtown Riverside on a weekend. Now, a few weeks ago, I did take you with my gimbal, and I showed you around then. So tonight, we're in the car, and we're going to go cruising. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So, to fix this issue with the mount not working, I took a wet towel, or wet paper towel, and I wetted the suction portion on the mount of both for the phone and the mount itself. So you're actually getting a front-eyed view of the whole thing. I would take you down to the park, but it's kind of late in the evening, and it's already, you can't see too much. Not a lot of light sources here, unfortunately. So I like doing this ride. I do this ride probably just about every day now. Again, don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell notification icon so when I go live and I do more of these, you'll be notified when I go live. So now we're coming up into the very old part of Riverside. I used to live to the right of here when I was first born. There's some apartments over to the right that I used to live with my mom and dad. Is on Main Street. So now we're coming up to this, I believe, is 14th Street. This is 14th Street. And this area you really got to watch. There's a lot of, unfortunately, there's a lot of homeless people around here. They love to just start in front of cars in dusk and at nighttime because they think it's cool. God forbid if one of them gets hit. Now we're coming up to the main part of downtown, and I'm going to go right by the Mission Inn, and we're going to go on from there. All right. So this here is University, which is another major drag, but we're not going to go up University. But this street right here is University. This goes all the way up to Chicago Street and whatnot. It goes up the other way. It's another major strip in Riverside, but we're not going to go up there right now. So, all right. It's pretty slow for a Saturday. Friday nights are like last night was pretty damn kicking. We're gonna go right here. I'm making a right, and I'm going this way. All right, so here's the major drag. This here is Mission Inn Boulevard. This is like the major part. This is where all the bars and all the clubs and all the other places that you want to go see. As you can see, the traffic's pretty intense over to the left. And this is kind of here is like downtown Vegas, where everybody crosses. So it's like a major part of this part of the street. But over to the right is like where all the bars, and over to the left now, that's where the Mission Inn is. Okay. I believe over to the right is where Lake Alice is, which is a major bar. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. All right, but we're going to be going straight, and we're going to be, as you can see, this is the main drag. This is the main part of Riverside. So let me know if you guys are getting any kind of lag or any kind of stuttering or any kind of, because I'm not really seeing what's going on. I mean, I am looking at my other phone, but I can't look really that hard and drive at the same time. Kind of makes things difficult. So now we're just going to make a big, huge circle. Now remember University. We're going to go up University and we're going to head the other direction. This is pretty slow for a Saturday night. Friday nights are hopping, man. Friday nights are hopping. And right there is Farmer Boys. Well, Farmer Boys is a really good restaurant. I think I'm gonna go back there and get like an omelet. Their food is really good. But before we do, I'm gonna take you back up the other way. And that's where we're going to end this stream. So now we're on University Street. Now over to our right, that's a major bar right there. Okay. And if you come up here, right there on the corner, Experiment, that's another bar, another club. So there's a lot of clubs in this area. Now this part over here is pretty busy. Look at all the people that are coming across. There's a lot of people crossing the street right now. Well, it's kind of cool. I mean, so far it's been working pretty decent. The only thing is you can't hear my music, but I'll be heading back up here to get some food here pretty soon, and I'll be playing my music. But so far, it's working pretty decent now. And as you can see, that's the main strip. That's the main area. It's really hopping in there. Friday nights are probably a little bit more busier than usual. Wow, they're really cutting this short here. All the people making lefts are cutting it short. So now I'm going to head up the other way. And we're going to take a cruise through Riverside Plaza, which is closer to my house, where we just left. And as you can see, it's a beautiful night tonight. It was 101 degrees tonight. Actually, I think it was like 100 degrees tonight. And the only thing I wish this phone had was the ability to turn it without having to take the phone off the mount and, you know. Unfortunately, you gotta put the high beams on because people wear black and they're really hard to see. So I gotta put the high beams on, which I don't like doing, but. So now we're headed back to my area. We're gonna take a little scenic route, by the way, heading back home. Now I wish I kind of had like a scanner. Man, I had a police scanner, and I could be recording, you know, areas that the police go. Unfortunately, back in the days, back in the 80s and 90s, my dad has several scanners, and he's got a CB and walkie-talkies and stuff, and a radio. Unfortunately, in 2000, I believe it was 2007, the Riverside Police Department went total encryption, and the reason for it is so that criminals, you know, people that were stealing and stuff, wouldn't hear where the police are and whatnot. So I kind of understand where they're coming from. Which kind of sucks because, you know, TW Lies, which is a major another major streamer that does stuff. He does stuff in Bakersfield, and fortunately, they're not encrypted yet. But I believe in everything in Southern California wise, from here on down to San Francisco, I believe, and I think, you quote me if I'm wrong, I believe is encrypted. So now we're going to go up in another area where I used to hang out when I was younger. Somebody's yelling back there. We got a lot of crazies in this area, I'll tell you. So now we're headed up. This is 14th Street. This has got some history, I'll tell you that right now. Back in the days when I was going to Poly High School, Riverside Poly High School, I had a lot of friends that lived in this area, and this is what's known as the East Side. Kind of sort of like the ghetto. Wasn't too bad, but you know, I did have a lot of friends, a lot of people that I knew back in the day. So we're going to be headed back up this way. I don't even have to have the air conditioner on, which is really nice. This is beautiful weather. It's only 8:30. Only if the guy could hear the music next to me that I got a bumping bass. So I'm taking you up to the backside. I am running this at 1080p, so I'm not sure how it's going to be looking to you guys. So if the stream looks bad, this is just a 1080p test, pretty much. Dude, I can't see the white lines. But this here is known as the good old-fashioned East Side. This place brought back a lot of memories, a lot of friends. Back in the days of the 80s and 90s, when everything was awesome and everything was decent back then. Not that it sucks now. So this is, we're right smack dab in the center of East Side. This is like the dead center of the East Side, right here. You know, things have changed quite a bit. Back in the days, you never used to be able to drive through here, man. But they cleaned it up pretty well. Most of the people down here are pretty chill. I still have friends down in here. Wow. Did you guys hear that? That sounds like a firework. Well, it's becoming 4th of July here pretty soon, in a couple weeks. About 10 more days. That was either a firework or a gun going off. Just kidding. No, it sounded like a firework. I don't know if you guys heard that. So this is more of the chiller part of East Side. Back the other way is 12th Street. That's got some history. There are Crips over there, or used to be. I don't know about today, in this day and age. I don't know if they're still over there. And 14th Street used to have their own gang. It was a Hispanic gang, 14th Street. I knew a couple guys from that, and they were old school. Those guys were pretty chill. Now this is a bridge. We're going on top of a bridge. This is an old bridge. And by the way, we're on the street of Victoria, which is the awesome street. Now this street goes all the way down to La Sierra. and you know, there's people actually walking in this area. This is a really neat part over here. Over to our left is a golf course. I don't think you can see it, but it's a golf course to our left. But this is a really nice area. This is really nice. This is probably one of my favorite strips to cruise at this point. I love cruising front of this. Over to our right, which is what Riverside is known for, is orange groves. Now, over to the right, these are all orange trees. In fact, just about all of Victoria is all orange trees. We get most of the citrus from all this area. If you guys didn't know. Now we're coming up to my old high school, which is off to the left on this corner, known as Poly High. And this has really brought back some memories. I love this area. It's such an awesome area. Yeah, it's becoming nighttime, so I'm just about ready to go back up for a cruise here pretty soon and go grab something to eat. Probably head home for the rest of the night. It's pretty slow for a Saturday. Probably go to Farmer Boys, get me an omelet. It sounds so good right now. They serve breakfast all day long, and Farmer Boys has been around for quite some time. It's not fast food, I'll tell you that right now. It's a normal restaurant. They do have a drive-thru, but it's not fast food, which is really odd because they actually cook fresh. You know how fast foods always seem like they always make their food early. Well, this isn't the case now. So we're still in Victoria. This is a beautiful drive. Now I'm going to take you guys all the way down one of these days on Victoria. Before we do that, I'm going to take you through my old town. We already showed you where I was born. Now I'm going to show you guys where I'm going to show you where the second place that I lived. I'm going to actually take you to where, well, the first place, I really am not familiar with it, which is why I didn't go up the street, because I was so young and I really don't remember the actual spot, which really sucked. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take you to where both of my grandparents on my mom's side and on my dad's side, which is my mom's mom and dad and my dad's mom and dad, lived. And you're not going to believe how close they are. So I already showed you where I was born. Now this is the second place that we, actually no, this is the third place we lived. The second place we lived was off of, it's more down near Spruce, over near UCR, off of Cannon Crest Drive. That kind of brought back kind of like sad memories. I don't know if I want to really go back there. But this here, the third place that I lived, this brings back a lot of memories, and this was the focal point, and this is the reason why I got into computers, and this is why I got into consoles, Atari, and the Commodore 64. So this is where it all began, folks. And this is where... Just hold on. Okay. So this here is Maud Street. My grandparents knew just about everybody on this street back in the day. We're talking 80s and 90s. Now over to your left, over to the left, I don't know if you could see, but over to the left, right, not this house, but the next house, that's where my grandpa and grandma Dudley lived, my dad's mom and dad, my three uncles. And right next to it is where my mom's mom and dad lived, right there, right next to it. And that is how my mom and dad met. Yes, so you just saw the two houses. We lived with them for approximately a year or two because we moved out of Canyon Crest Drive. My dad didn't like that neighborhood, so he wanted to move out. So my grandfather was nice enough to put us up in a separate room. Okay, so now we're going to take you to the fourth place that we lived, which is called Piccadilly. This is where everything began. You want to hear the story about, you heard the story about Bill Gates, living in a garage and getting into hacking and working and doing computer stuff in the garage. Well, here you have it, folks. This is where my dad did all his mechanic work and all of his computer work and just about everything that he did. So now we're going to take you into the old part. All right, here we go. This is old neighborhood. Okay. And this is when I first started going to high school at Poly High. These streets are very narrow. This is a nice, not too bad of a neighborhood. And the house that we lived in is going to be to your right. Put my high beams on. Whoop. Okay. So I had a friend that lived in that two-story house. I had another friend that lived next to that. And what you're going to see now is right over to your right, next to this house, is where my uncle and my father began. It's right there in that house right there. Yep, right there on the right side. This is it, folks. Right there. It's where they're having that party at. Where would they have the music? Yeah, they're having a party there, actually. That's where it all began, folks. That's where my dad and my uncle, which are no longer with me, and I lived with both of them for so many years. And how it brought tears to my eyes, and I shed a tear right now. I love this neighborhood. I would have stopped by and said, hey, my dad passed away, my mom and dad and me. My uncle used to live there in the old part. Yep. How this place used to bring back memories, man. It's just beautiful. So you gotta go real slow and you bottom out real quick over these little bumps. You used to be able to go to the right there to that street, but you can't anymore. They blocked it off. So now you gotta go up to, I believe this is Mary Street or Jane. Left, called Stater Brothers, I used to go to with my mom and dad and my grandmother and my uncle. I used to ride my bike to Stater Brothers to pick up stuff. It was kind of funny. I used to do store runs for my father. Here's the street. This street here will take you up. Yeah. I'm not sure what street this is. I'm not sure if it's Mary Street or Jane. So now we're coming up to another part, which is where Circle K is. It's a convenience store. And on the other side is this video place that my parents and me and my uncle used to go to that used to rent VHS videos. God. This is before DVDs came out. Before Blu-ray. It's up to the left on Indiana. So now we're coming back into my neighborhood. You really got to watch these bums late at night. I'm sorry to call them bums, but I call them bums because they just don't. They think stupid. They dart out in front of those cars. And they know you can't see them. It's like they want to get hit so they can get a lawsuit. You really got to watch them fuckers. You really got to watch them. I think we're going to go take the center lane and go this way. You got to be careful of California drivers and pedestrians. A lot of them will purposely walk in front of your car just to get hit. Why? Because they can get insurance from you. I'm going to be a lawsuit. You really got to pay attention to that shit, folks. California is notorious for that. With all the hit and runs that's been going on lately and all this, the weird shit's been going on, wouldn't surprise me. So after that, after Piccadilly, that's when everything changed, and my grandparents moved up to Cherry Valley, Beaumont area, which is about 35, maybe 40 minutes from here. That's when me and my parents moved over into the neighborhood that we're going back into now. So we're going back into, and we haven't moved from this spot ever since. This is still our home, and it's been our home for many, many years. So now you pretty much have seen all over Riverside. Now, being that I have this phone mount all hooked up properly, I think I'm going to be able to show you guys most of Riverside. And now G-Force, or Garrett is his name, I can't wait for him to come so I can show him around Riverside. Another thing you got to really watch for is these people that tailgate you. I just can't stand it, dude. This is probably going to conclude the basic downtown Riverside and through the all parts of my places where I used to live. And someday I'll take you down the other way. So here we are. We're coming. This is going to conclude the grand tour. I think we're just going to go straight. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go straight. Oh, I said I was going to take you to the plaza. That's probably where I'm going to end the stream. So now we're coming to the Riverside Plaza. That was my house right back there, by the way. I was going to make a right there. It was on that corner. And you can see how close the shopping center is. It's real freaking close, folks. Real freaking close. Somebody's got squeaky brakes. Alright, here we go. So we're gonna go straight on through. You really gotta watch that. You bottom out so quick. remember, this is at nighttime, so it's really hard to see at night. Alright, this place is pretty much hopping. See how people just dart in front of you? No, they didn't pay attention, like there's not even a car near them. And it's almost like they do it on purpose. They actually do it on purpose. Like I said, most of these pedestrians look to get hit. It's like they want to get hit. It's like they gotta have a reason to get hit. This is the Riverside Plaza. This was recently built a few years ago. This all used to be indoors, by the way. Over to the left is the movie theater. Over to the right is where you can sit down and you can eat. But you gotta be really careful, dude. These people, they'll dart out. First chance they get. First chance they get, they'll dart out in front of you. And this guy here is waiting for a parking spot ahead of me. Okay, I'm just gonna go around and I'm gonna, never mind. I can never find a parking spot here. It's like everybody else gets the fucking parking spots through here. No, and I live right across the street. No matter what time of the day, morning, whatever, I can never find a fucking parking spot. These people are so lucky to get a parking spot right next to where they're gonna go eat. It's unbelievable. But yet I live here and I have yet found a place to park in this area. This place always gets heavy congested. All right, so I'm gonna probably end this stream. Pretty much a tight fit. And I don't like these cars that park to the right that are picking up food. And they're most of them like Uber drivers. I don't like it. Alright, so this is where probably we're going to end the stream. And take it on from there. People get so fucking mad when I drive slow, dude. It's unbelievable. When I drive slow, it's like, oh fuck, for fuck's sakes, you can't drive slow. These speed bumps suck, dude. So I'm gonna park it right about here, and this is where we're gonna end it. All right, folks. Well, you can't see me too well, can you? Let's see here. Let me see if we can. All right, folks. Well, thank you for joining my stream. My name is TGM Voyager. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I really do appreciate you all being here, and we'll see you soon. You all take care, and I'm going to have another stream coming up. This is the first stream that I had in a long time, so enjoy the rest of your evening, night, and you all take care and have a wonderful night. All right, take care. Bye bye now. Signing off.